This year in sustainability, I have been introduced to and learned about so many harmful and unsustainable effects of the consumeristic, careless modern lifestyles that so many of us live, isolated from the realities of the rest of the world and our devastating impact on the planet that we all live on. However, I have continued to live this life of consumption, waste, and ultra-convenience. It's time to stop only thinking and to start doing. So for the next 3 weeks, I'm going to attempt to reduce my carbon footprint by at least half. It's not all going to be easy, but I'm up for the challenge. I'm going to look at my carbon footprint from 5 months ago to see what I need to work on the most. The CO2 I emitted during a 5-month period. This is about 5 months ago. There's 5 sections here. The largest one being my car, which is 47%, which is huge. It's almost half of my carbon footprint. 25% is secondary, which is my eating and shopping habits. 14% is the bus, public transit, and the streetcar. 8%, which is flights, just one flight. And 6% for the electricity. The main sections I'll be working on are I did my own little calculation. It said that every mile you drive in your car equals 1 pound, roughly 1 pound of CO2 emitted. So I rode the 6 miles from my house to PSU 6 times during my 3 weeks, and I took the bus back, so it would just be the one way. So 6 times 6 would be 36 pounds of CO2 that I kept from being emitted just by riding my bike, leisurely riding my bike downtown to school, on my school days. It was really pretty simple, and it just feels nice to just get myself places with my own 2 feet and, the ingenious design of a bicycle. To eat more sustainably, it's been all about the farmers' markets. In our modern society, people have gotten so disconnected from the processes that our foods go through to get to our table. Monocultures and chemicals have replaced polycultures and sustainable small-scale farming, and our food usually travels at least hundreds of miles to get to us. The farmers' market is an amazing alternative that again connects people with the food that they eat by providing local food from sustainable, small-scale farms. By using our purchasing power to support these local organic farmers, we are supporting food production that can be sustained indefinitely, which is far beyond the current industrial agriculture's timeline. Eating sustainably is good for my health, good for the health of the community, and the health of the planet. For me, reducing my energy use has been about reducing my dependence on the large energy providers who produce energy largely from non-renewable sources. To do this, I have been doing things by candlelight, reading, and playing games on the guitar more often than watching TV. It's felt really good relying less on an electronic device and more on books, instruments, and interactions. I also wanted to experiment with an alternative and more sustainable way of cooking and see how practical it would be for a frequent cooking technique. I decided on wood cooking. While burning wood does release CO2, it still effectively reduces my reliance on big energy. I'm also going to use the ash in my garden for fertilizer and in my compost. This way nothing is wasted and less external inputs are needed. Here is my new carbon calculation for the 3-week period that I did this project. And then my average annual carbon dioxide, and there in the blue. So the change between my two carbon footprints has been dramatic and really awesome. I had 5 sections of my carbon footprint before, and now I've broken it down to just 3. The largest part of my carbon footprint was my transportation. The largest part of my previous carbon footprint turned out to be the smallest part of my current carbon footprint. My yearly averages, I more than cut in half my original carbon footprint, which totally succeeded my goal. I went from a yearly average of 14.64 metric tons of carbon dioxide to 5.34, and I went from my average being closer to the average American carbon footprint in a year to my carbon footprint being just over the average world carbon footprint in a year. I thought it was really amazing. Overall, this experience has been really fun and rewarding. By breaking from my mundane and expensive transportation routine, I have had fun and gotten exercise getting myself places. I've been eating more healthy and delicious things than I usually do, and have become more connected to my food by buying local and organic at the farmers markets. I also discovered the tranquility of doing things by candlelight, and have been more productive by reading and practicing the guitar instead of indulging in my usual unproductive habits, like television. This experience has brought me out of my box of regular day life, and made me realize that being more conscious and really trying to live more sustainably isn't just a good move to make for the environment. It has huge benefits for the person that's doing it. By modifying my lifestyle to reduce my impact on the environment, I've been taking part in working towards a more sustainable future, and will keep doing so by continuing this eco-conscious lifestyle that I've laid out for myself.